What's up, everybody? Welcome to City of Rats.
There we go.
How about that?
Yeah, I like it.
Am I stepping on toes? Or
no,
am
that's
I...
fine. Totally okay. That's Dennis Rooney. I'm Kunalarora. This is Bruce. Man, so I got to, this has been kind of like, I didn't tell you this. So I started going to physical therapy.
Right.
I got my knee.
Bad knee.
Bad knee.
Bad knee.
Yeah.
Did you get any surgery done?
No.
So you just started having a pain in your knee and...
Basically, so I started running, and I was running for a good while, years. And then I just, after running a half marathon, I was just... So essentially, we record the episodes in my apartment, and we just heard a loud slam. It's basically, this happens maybe like once a month or so. There are like kids playing in the hallway. They'll smack the door, and then they'll run away.
Wait, so that was an actual smack on our door?
Yes. And like the neighbor also opened their door.
Yeah.
And they peeked their head out, and like we met, you know what I mean? Except it's like the guy and his wife, and like it's just me holding a dog, looking so
You're looking like a battered person?
Yeah, I'm like,
scared. I love that you collected your dog before you investigated the sound.
Yeah. So I'm holding the dog, and they're like, and she was like, "What is this?" And I go, "I have no idea. This is ridiculous."
It's ridiculous. Kids running around slapping.
You know,
they're doing a ding-dong ditch, but with a pound on the door?
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like, when I was younger, we would do this. We would do this as well.
It's 7:30 on a Sunday.
I'm still awake and planning on having dinner.
Yeah, it's my one day off.
Yeah, right. It's just, it's kids, man. Kids are gonna be kids. I just get...
You did shit like this?
Yeah.
And now it's karma. Karmic payback.
No, it's not karma.
Is it not?
It's not.
Why not?
It's children.
Yeah.
Why does everything have to be karma? It's not karma.
I want it to be your fault somehow.
No,
I want it to be your doing that you're annoyed.
It's not. I mean, do they personally dislike me? Probably.
Yeah.
I would dislike me if I lived in this
You ever
building.
thought about knocking on, doing the same to them? Going up to their door and just giving a good smack and running out of there?
And then I don't...
But you'd be like a ninja ghost, you know what I mean?
Dude, I would, first of all...
You wouldn't be running away.
Yeah, no. First of all, I'd punch the door full force.
Yeah.
And I would walk back casually.
Right.
And then if somebody came out and they're like, "Did somebody hit my door?" I go,
I don't know.
"Dude, I'm 38.
38. Why would I punch your door?
Like I'm petty like this. My fingers are bleeding. My knuckles are broken. Why would I do anything like that? I paint from
There's
the door.
There's a bloody handprint on the door from where you smacked
and
it.
I'm just blood is flying off my
like,
hand.
Why? Why would I?
Yeah, the walls are getting bloody. Yeah, so...
Have you sent an email to the landlord about this?
I haven't. It happens like once a month. I can let it go. I'm going to try.
One slam a month isn't bad.
It's not so bad.
I guess it depends when it happens, though.
It's like, might even be every 2 months, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
Did they know they were recording, you think? You think they timed it for this?
I think they're running a competition podcast.
You think maybe they're fans, dude?
City of Mice?
City of Mice. Hey, City of Mice.
Maybe they're upset you started the podcast this time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? They're like, listen.
Do it how you normally do.
We have a way we do things around here.
Right, and we have to stick to it. So I started going to physical therapy for my knee. And I the place I usually go to, what I went for my back, because I've got 2 slip discs falling apart here. And they stopped taking my insurance. I find this new spot, Russian lady. And I'm going to tell you right now, this woman.
She can move you.
Body. She comes in and she's got an assistant who's like born here, Russian. But she is from the old country. The mother country.
Do you remember, you ever watch the movie Three Ninjas as a child?
Of course.
Of course. I figure me and you both watched that movie excessively. Yes. Do you remember when the grandpa goes back to Japan?
When the guy goes into Central Park with a poster, it says, "What are these?" Wrong
movie.
I'm kidding.
For a second, I was legit like, what?
Wait, whoa.
Did they do that? That was probably Tum Tum.
Yeah.
he's a trickster, that Tum Tum.
I don't know about it. I've seen a couple,
the
way Rocky looked at a couple people of color.
Yeah.
Very suspicious.
Which one was Rock? Was he the oldest one or was he the angry one? Because there was the old wise brother.
I think that was Colt.
There was a young trickster.
Yes.
And there was the middle one who was just angry.
That was Rocky.
Rocky hadn't discovered stand-up comedy yet.
Yeah.
So he's just a miserable bastard.
He's wearing his ninja mask and he wanders into an open mic. Yeah. And
like,
they go,
prop acts go up at the end.
Right. He takes off the mask and there's his set list written inside the mask.
Yeah. He takes off the mask to wipe his brow. He's really checking the set list.
So the grandfather goes
goes to Japan and winds up in the hospital. I think he gets attacked by ninjas. Go figure.
Right, yes. Imagine you're on vacation.
Going to a ninja tournament.
Right, yes.
Is it black youths? No, it's ninjas.
No, it's ninjas. It's more apparently it's not just 3 ninjas.
No. Multiple ninjas.
There's multiple ninjas.
And you know, right before they attacked him, he put up his hands. He said, "Ninja, please."
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Ninja, please.
Yeah.
I don't know why that one tickled me so much. Anyway, Grandpa gets attacked by ninjas. Go figure. Winds up in the hospital.
Yes.
And his nurse, do you remember this scene? His nurse is a giant woman.
Right.
Who's just like, she's got these huge mitts.
Yeah.
And every time she comes into the room to like remove his pen or something,
Right.
he's just like, ah! Like petrified with terror.
They would always
what I mean?
slip in ridiculous comical factors.
Yeah.
It didn't need to be, but it's just like, it's the early 90s.
Yeah, she had a needle at one point that was the size of like,
of
you know,
course. It's
wildness.
Like, yeah. It's ridiculous.
That nurse, I'm imagining that's your Russian, the Russian equivalent.
Right. In terms of attitude.
Half woman, half machine.
In terms of stature, she's like small, thin. She seems like she's the kind of lady that would run a Russian ballerina school.
Yes.
And where women's feet are bleeding, they're missing toenails.
Yeah.
And she's like, not enough.
Yeah.
So
this is the woman who got Scarlet Witch to be, not Scarlet Witch, Scarlet Widow? Black Widow? Fuck. When I flub a line and I see it in your eyes.
Yeah, I was like, where's he going? How far is this going to happen? If he said Scarlett Johansson, I'd throw him off the bus. I'd be like, bring the kids in.
That's where it fucked me up. You're right, because Black Widow is played by Scarlett Johansson.
Yes.
And the Scarlet Witch is played by that white bitch.
Yes, by that white
Sorry.
Olsen. I think it's like something Olsen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael Olsen.
Anyway.
Yeah. So
she's small, but she's got a fire in her
and she
hands.
goes, we're going to do Russian steam. And I go, I thought she kept saying steam.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. And I'm like, on my thigh?
Yeah.
So, and then
she's just swishing water around her mouth and spitting it on you.
She spits it in my face. Adjust your leg. Like, this is just disrespectful.
Old Russian secrets. You feel fine in 6 to 7 years.
I walk out and I'm like, this is odd. My leg is working perfectly fine. So she was like, just seeing what it was wrong with it. And she was like shifting the kneecap and it is making the equivalent of just packing paper.
Ooh.
Like just horrible noises.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
All of them. They're having a party in there. They're having an orgy.
Ew, gross.
You hear a lot of thrusting and popping and snap.
Your kneecap is moving like tectonic plates.
Yeah, dude, just the rub. And she goes, so she says Russian stim. I think she said steam. Then she pulls out electrodes.
Ooh, I've done this. This is fun.
Dude, she puts a collar around my thigh.
Oh, I don't like that.
increases the pressure, and then puts these electrodes on my thigh. And she's like, tell me when you feel it. And I'm just like going, and she goes, and she's turning it up and up. And she goes, it must feel like burning.
Yeah.
And she's doing that, and my muscles are jumping.
Right.
She goes, and then just walks out. Leaves me on the table.
Wait, did you say when at some point?
She goes,
Were you like, that's enough?
I will be back.
She just jacked it all the way out. Yeah.
She jacked it. The assistant comes in and then it turns it down a little. It's like, this might be. And I'm like, all right. And it's just going. And she comes back and she turns it back up. She won't let me be.
Did that bitch turn down electricity?
I will show her lack of power.
How you take for granted when you grow up with the mighty lightning. Running through your household, powering everyday items.
In my house, Edison visited like Santa. Rarely, if ever. So she's just like...
my house at home, powered by potatoes. Science project everywhere you look.
Well, water? Well, it may not be good. So she's at one point I came in for the next session, Russian stim. Right. She did 2 kinds of stimulation. At one point, I've been there for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So now she made me do a couple exercises. I'm the assistant. It goes, just do this exercise and then you could leave.
Right.
I'm putting my jacket on. I'm wearing shorts.
Where do you think you are going?
Emerges from the curtains. I thought she was out to lunch, dude.
She steps out of a mirror? Yeah. You're like, holy shit.
She's wearing a skull as a mask. smoking a cigarette indoors. Like it's she goes, you don't have time for more exercise? I'm thinking the insurance money's run out.
Right.
And at one point I go, if you could get it approved by insurance, she goes, I will write them letter. They will know.
They will know my wrath before week is over.
And I'm like, this is bonkers behavior. So she kept
How long are the sessions?
They're supposed to be 45 minutes.
And how long were you there for?
An hour. I was there for 2 hours.
No, you weren't.
I swear to God.
You did physical therapy for 2 hours?
2 hours.
Dude, I would have lost my shit.
It's my left leg, right?
Yeah.
And I get in the car, and I'm like, thank God you drive with your right foot.
Right.
My left leg was just incapacitated.
Yeah.
It's not only has been burnt and shocked for basically 45 minutes, it's been exercised. The next day, I just my left leg, it was in agony.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, this is so fucked up. And I go, good.
Right.
Good.
Because you're trying to get your power back.
This is what I want. Like,
Yeah.
this is the kind of, and you
industrial grade, commercial level physical therapy.
And you could see
none of this. Let us know if it hurts, so we'll pull it back.
No,
She's
and
like, jack
and
it
you
up.
could see the difference. They're both Eastern European people,
Uh-huh.
or like Russian people, and one is from the mother country, relentless,
Right.
and the other one's like, this should be enough for today.
Yeah.
And the other one was just giving. I've never felt this kind of pain, and I'm stoked.
Well, one's supposed to be low and slow on the road back to
Yes.
recovery, and it sounds like your mama babushka is training you for Olympics.
Yeah. Baba Yaga.
You represent mother country and bring great pride to us.
I might be in the Russian Olympics, dude. I might be doing the floor mat exercises.
Kunal C Arorevska to the ice, please.
Yeah. Somehow I can skate now.
You got the beard back, baby? Yeah, right?
Yeah. She's relentless, and I like it. I like it a lot.
I could see you ice fishing. Get the
Dude,
beard back and
dude,
go
I'm
ice
gonna tell
fishing.
you right now, with the exercise I've been going through, anything is possible.
Right.
With the Mother Russia behind it.
I think you're doing the same, because I had surgery on my knee done, and post-surgery I had to go to, I'm sorry, actually pre-surgery, before they could sign off on the surgery, they
Right.
got to be like, let's see if 3 months of physical therapy helps.
Yeah.
Which it did. It's like, and it sucks because I knew I had a torn meniscus. It's
Right,
like,
right,
you're
right.
not going to, you could theoretically over months and months and maybe even years build it back and not get the surgery.
She said to me, she goes, your knee is off the path. We will
The righteous path.
we will put it back on. And you shall know my name is the Lord when I rain down upon you electrodes.
I see you come in today with cappuccino. Let me have taste. You're like, what? Give me the cappuccino. She just downs it in one shot.
Yeah, it's scalding hot.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
When-
so go on.
When
yeah.
they had me do the electrical thing,
Right.
they let me jack it up. They're like, jack it up until you're comfortable. I also thought that physical therapy, my experience with physical therapy, and you tell me maybe if you feel the same way.
Right.
Very much like, not a sham, but one of those things where it's like, they can kind of tell you on paper, like, do this, do this, do this.
Right.
You could theoretically do it at home.
Yeah.
But if they do that, 90% of their clients aren't going to do it. They're not going to actually take the time to do the exercises properly in order.
It's the difference between people that have physical trainers and those who are disciplined to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you come in for the physical trainer's work, and you're supposed to take the stuff that they tell you and do it.
You're supposed to do it more at home, too.
Right,
yeah.
more at home too, right? So, for example, my back, I've got 2 slip discs.
Yeah.
And I had, for anyone who's ever had slip discs, you can get sciatic pain, where it's now pushing against a nerve which goes under your thigh.
Yeah.
And the
All the way
underside
down to your heel.
yes, it can be
Sciatica.
that bad. The underside of my thigh always felt on fire. And for a year, I was taking medicine every day.
What kind of medicine?
It was like Tylenol over the counter. Like,
Oh,
yeah, but
okay.
I was just taking it every day.
That's no good.
It's no good.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, if this is my life now, this isn't going to work.
Yeah, you're turning into Bruce Willis from Die Hard. Everywhere you go, you're like, anyone got an aspirin?
Yeah, I'm just hoping.
I'm all fucked up.
I always wake up, there's a dead squirrel on me.
Was there a dead squirrel on him?
I think so.
In one of the movies?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember, but all right.
Or that or like a pigeon. I don't remember. Anyway, the point is, so when I went to this physical therapist place that I was going to, they were like, these are the exercises.
Yeah.
And I started doing the exercises, and I started strengthening my core, and I haven't had sciatic pain in maybe 12 years.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. And on top of that, when I started doing the more physical therapy exercises for my lower back hasn't gone out since before the pandemic.
Oh, your lower back used to go out? What did that look like?
Oh man, so one time I auditioned for this role on like Apple TV. Right, and it's just like, so I didn't even audition actually. Who am I fooling? I'm not that good of an actor. So I'm holding a skull.
Come on, you auditioned. Yeah, you went in. You read lines. Come on,
I've landed stuff. Yeah, you're right. I'm being a little modest, but I land. So this lady had looked over a bunch of comedian sets. She wanted an Indian comic because it was like the show mostly Indian people. On the show. And
did you suggest me? You know I could play Desi,
buddy. I sent in your headshot with just my resume. So I was like, it'll work. So she goes, so I get picked. And all I got to do is do stand-up.
Nice.
But
wait, not like in the room.
I have to do it. No, not in the room.
Okay.
I've already gotten the role.
Right.
So they just saw my clips online, and they were like, good.
We're going to come to shows, peep you out a little bit.
They didn't even do that.
What, were you sending in the clips? I don't know.
My agent had sent in a clip, and they went through a bunch of Indian comedians' clips in New York City. In fact, I think they went through all of the New York comics that are brown men, and I had been given this role.
Okay.
So the goal is, so I just got to be doing stand-up, and it's like a couple that's on a date.
Oh, okay. So the role was for a stand-up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
right,
I got
right.
you.
So, and a couple days before, I throw my back out. And when I throw my back out, it is like I'm off kilter. Like my entire spine is like misaligned.
Okay.
And I can't walk properly. I'm laid out on the ground.
You turn into some like Korean horror movie monster.
Dude, it is a
You're just all angles, arms and legs at angles.
It's like Train to Busan, dude. Like I am just...
I imagine you crawling around the house like a centipede.
It's like Dina walks in, I'm on the ceiling.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's a complete mess. And I'm trying to I've got maybe a week to get my shit together. And I'm going, you know what? This is fine. I'm going to eat a lot of heat.
Yeah.
A lot of do that. A lot of exercise, a lot of stretching. Trying to get my back in proper, to be able to move.
Did you lose this role because of your bad back?
So let me keep going.
Okay.
So then I'm going like, man, I gotta make this work. It's like probably every day I'm working on it hard. Just trying to make sure. It's now probably 4 days till the audition, we're shooting the scene.
You're like in your house in front of a mirror, bringing a microphone from your side up to your mouth over and over again, just training for doing stand-up.
I'm moving the mic stand.
Yeah, the laziest performance of any performance.
Right, but it's just like, it's almost like I'm trying to train myself how to walk again.
Yeah,
just to try to get.
You're thrusting into a stool, and every time you bring it back, you're like, oh. Ain't got it no more, Jack.
I can't get through. Women be sure.
You faint again?
Dina's like my trainer. He's not ready. He's weak. He doesn't have it in him. So
kicking Bruce away. Dog's weak in legs.
I gotta chase Bruce around a yard.
Hug me, love me.
Get out of here. You're not a wrecking machine. You're barely a joke telling machine. So
they bring me the Indian comic role. They say be the Indian comic. I'll be the Indian comic. I'll do the part.
I'm scared. I don't know if I have the jokes in me.
They're like, they're lines. We wrote them for you.
Yeah, you wrote your own lines, actually. It's your material. 4 days left till we're shooting this thing. I somehow am back in working shape.
Okay.
Dude, I worked my ass off to get myself mobile again.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I really was, because I just wanted to be able to do this.
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Yeah. Dina goes, let's go out for a picnic.
God damn it, Dina! Can't you see?
Yeah, I gotta be in fighting shape here.
Picnic.
I'm thinking it's like there's an open mic she said, you know what I mean? In the woods.
She might as well have said, let's go to the petting zoo. Like just
so
the most white relationship. Like, hey, let's do that thing you don't want to do.
So we go to this. I go, all right, fine. Let's go to this fucking picnic. We go to the picnic.
There's a Cher exhibit at the Wax Museum.
Man, it's they've got this at the Whitney. They're doing a history on brunch. So we go to the picnic. We sit and we get sandwiches.
Yeah.
We sit down. On. She puts a blanket. I sit down. I'm just on the ground. I re-throw my back out.
Mm-hmm. Yelling, right? Come on.
I'm in.
Something happened. You had to yell.
I'm in agony.
Okay.
I also have to pee real bad.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we have to get out of the park. I'm walking crooked again. Uh-huh. And then I stand behind a tree. But in a park in New York City, when you're standing behind a tree, there's still a whole other world.
Yeah.
People can see you.
Yeah. There's a whole other city.
Yes. I lower my pants and I'm trying to pee. My pants fall around my ankles.
Oh, no.
It's the middle of the day and I'm just urinating like a crazy person.
Jesus Christ.
Because I have to pee. We took the train there. I had to take a cab back.
Yeah.
Now I've got 72 hours to get my back again. Uh-huh. Dude, I start going to I get into a cab. There's a chiropractor that's maybe an 8-minute walk from my apartment. Uh-huh. I can't walk there. Yeah. I got to take a cab. Yeah. I fall out of the cab. I'm slithering out. I show up to the
Dean is wheeling you up like you're a fucking Hannibal Lecter. You're just on the trolley.
Yeah, it's basically the end of Rocky 4, the beginning of Rocky 5.
Never saw it.
He's basically borderline retarded.
I thought that was every movie.
No. He's like worse on Rocky.
He gets less and more retarded depending on the movie.
After Rocky 4, like they do a brain scan, he's like, no, your brain's mush at this point.
Turns out there's a spaghetti in your head. Spaghetti and marinara.
Yeah. There's 3 meatballs where your spinal cortex or your cerebral cortex should be.
I started with 8 meatballs.
I can get by on 2. So
if you fight in this fight, Rocky, you could lose your last 3 meatballs.
Your head would be nothing but garlic knots. That's still a meal.
Adrian! Parmesan! Locatel!
Bucatini!
She's like, that's not real. He's like, yes, it is.
So
Bucatini.
I'm in the chiropractic office, dude. They're doing all sorts of exercise. Insurance isn't covering any of it. I spent.
Is this before or after the babushka has been brought into your life with her old school, old world ways?
This is way before. Years before. Okay. Years before. I just met this woman.
If she was around.
Easily. I would have never. My back would be made out of pure steel.
Right.
So I spent probably $800 in chiropractic care.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And what are they doing to you?
They're like each session was like $200.
Okay, and they're just cracking you and
trying to get me to feel somewhat normal again. I'm doing sub-zero temperature freezes.
Ooh.
Yeah, like up to your neck, and just to try to freeze. They're basically trying to freeze my body in a way where I can still have some sort of. They freeze it and then it warms up and I'll be able to be mobile again. Right. I don't know. I'm doing everything.
Yeah.
The day of the actual shoot, I'm still mangled up. I've got my back wrapped.
Now, let me ask you something. Have you considered trying to get some high-grade pharmaceuticals in you and just plow through? Because I can't imagine you have a ton of lines. No offense. I'm just saying.
I'm doing my material.
And you are very wordy. No, you know what I mean, though. Yeah. But yeah, it's not like you have to memorize lines. I'm saying, but I'm
taking high grade, prescription Tylenol at this point.
Right.
That's what they're giving me. They're not going to give me like,
you're giving like 800 Tylenol.
Yeah. They're giving me. They're not going to give me.
But you're in pain. You can't.
I'm still in agony. Yeah.
Right.
And
agony.
The window where I feel okay is like maybe 30 minutes.
And are you like, if you were sitting down or laying down on a couch or in your bed, you could get comfortable enough if you're not moving?
Yes.
Or are you just in, okay. So it's just when you're moving around, you're constantly.
I'm moving, I'm in pain.
Yeah.
Utter pain. Like I've got maybe 6-7 icy hot patches across my back. I've got this, basically this band that people put around their body for their backs.
I know that one, sure.
Yeah, the back band. The back brace. I got like a back brace on.
You got a broomstick tied to your neck, just keeping you up straight.
The broom is behind my head. I look like a Native American.
You got straw coming out of your shirt, like Mr. Arora. We're ready for you on set.
This woman directed I Am Sam. I kid you not. She directed.
She really did?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
No.
I thought you were gonna be like, so she's used to working with retards.
No. So I wander on set. And I'm just like, so I'm supposed to do my material. And it's just like.
So you show up like, no problem. Like, well, I'm going.
I'm here. Yeah.
I'm contracted in.
Like, the amount of money I'm going to get is like $2,500. I've
Not
already
bad.
blown
for a day's work.
Yeah, I've blown a third of it on chiropractic.
chiropractic,
So I have to do the gig. I can't not do it.
You owe some Russian dude 6 G's now. You're in the hole, if anything.
I'm not good. So
you're sending him in your place. He shows up. He's like, "What is with men and women different?"
Italian people. I grew up Indian and Italian.
They tell me I have no more meatballs.
Knots for brain. Garlic knots for brain.
Yeah, checking notes.
Yeah.
So you roll into set.
I roll into
walking
set.
very stiff, I imagine.
It's Pete's Candy Store is where we're filming.
Oh wow, this is like perfect, right by your place.
It's not far. I took a cab. Of
Took a
course.
cab,
You
of
had
course,
to, yeah. So I slide out of the cab. I'm just sitting down in my trailer, completely upright.
You had your own trailer?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's nice. But I'm just like putting more patches on my back. I'm just trying to keep myself I'm trying to time out the medicine.
Yeah.
So I could take the meds at the right time.
Sure.
Now they have me. When you're on set, it's a lot of waiting.
Right.
A lot of waiting.
Hurry up and wait.
Exactly. And so my scene comes up. And the couple's on a date, and I have to do some material. And then they're like, well, and I do the material, and it's not hard because I'm not a big physical comic anyway. I don't move around very much. So now I'm just they're like, we need you in the background, but you don't have to say anything. You just got to do physical motion.
You're like, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what they want me to do.
Yeah,
you know?
Just like slowly maneuvering your arms.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm just trying to... So I'm trying to do physical motion, and I'm just like, but all I can really do is my hands.
Yeah.
So I'm just like going like, like using my tongue, like imitating oral sex. I don't know. They go, cut. They go,
what the fuck was that?
the lady comes over and she goes, hey, not that much.
Right.
Maybe tone it down. And I'm going, this woman was working with retarded people.
Yes.
And they're like, this is too much.
Yeah.
So I have to, so then she's like, no, just pretend you're talking.
Okay.
And I'm like, this I can do.
Well, I would think the same thing if they were like, we need you animated. I'd be like, well, I guess I'll be way more animated than I've ever been before.
And I'm doing gestures and shit like that. And it's just like...
You're humping everything on stage.
Exactly.
They're like, cut.
Yeah. This is not necessary. So I turn the stool over and I'm blowing one of the legs.
In agony. Yeah. Screaming while you do it.
I'm crying while blowing one of the legs.
She comes up to you again. She's like, I've worked with people in the adult film industry. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you need help?
Are there splinters in your throat?
Are they hurting you? Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
So how'd it end?
It worked out well.
Oh, you got the gig. Everything worked out well.
But
it was a tough day.
It was a tough
day on set.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the crazy thing is I got residuals. And the residuals kept me going through the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah, they were pretty solid.
What was the name of the film?
It was a TV show called Little Voice. It's on
starring kunalarora.
Yes, yeah. It's on Apple TV.
All right. Did any of your material make it in?
Like maybe briefly.
Just the N-word.
Nothing
else.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up. You need the context.
It's weird because it's the setup and the punchline.
Usually Apple, they know what they're doing.
Right. So they edited it well. But no, it was good. It worked out well, but it was even better because the residuals are huge.
Hopefully now that this Russian lady's in your life, she keeps you moving like the Tin Man. Oiled up.
Yeah. Like even the day after, my calf muscle was killing me.
Right.
And I'm like, this is the kind of physical
when
therapy.
you go back, because when I was going, I was telling you they let me jack up my own electrical.
Right.
Do it as much as you can.
Yeah.
As much as you can.
Yeah.
It'll feel really weird and it'll feel fiery, but like it's good.
Yeah. I'm watching my muscle jump.
Yes.
And
it's a weird sensation.
It's crazy.
Involuntary spasms.
Right. And she did 2 types of it. I go, man, if this is the kind of physical therapy I'm getting, I want this.
Yeah.
This is what I want. And you're right. I think the problem is I went to get physical therapy. You need a referral.
Yes.
For everything you do. Which is a complete mess. Because the other day, last week, I've been having my testicles were hurting.
I was about to say, if you put those nodes on your testicles, when they shock, does your dick just get hard and then fall limp and get hard and fall limp?
Well, then I come.
And then you come after the second time, and then it's just like it's like trying to revive a dead person.
She comes back, she pulls the curtain. I'm covered in my own mess.
She's like, "This is not what I expected."
The improvement. I said to get you back on track, not on.
Clearly, you are a virile man.
So I had my testicles were hurting. I went to urgent care.
Okay. When you say they were hurting, like a dull pain?
A dull pain.
All right. And like right in them, hanging? Or
Yeah,
like
in
because
that.
I've had pains behind the testicles in
This
the groin
was like
area.
in the bag.
In the bag.
In the bag.
It's in the bag, baby.
Pain is in the bag, baby.
When the doctor asks you, it's like,
Yeah.
where's the pain? You're like, it's in the bag,
It's in the bag.
baby.
He goes, shit, you always got to get the bag.
You got it sewn up,
yeah.
son.
Yeah, we dap
Got it
hard.
unlocked.
And he walks out.
And then
I
you're
go,
like, but seriously.
yeah, can you come? He's wearing shades when he picks his hat back. He takes his head back in.
I got to stop going to these hood doctors.
Yeah.
These guys are
He's
smooth
coming
as
in
hell.
with a chain.
Yeah.
But that's where he keeps the stethoscope.
Tiny, get in here. Take a look at this man's testicles.
Yeah. He's wearing glasses. It just says X-ray. So they wanted to do a sonogram of my testicles just to see what was going on. And they referred me to this place. Which, by the way,
Sonogram is what they do to pregnant women, right?
Yes,
They squeeze
yes.
the gel on their belly and then they move that little snake electrical thing.
And I'm going to run you through the... I went to like...
They don't do it the same way? They don't squeeze gel onto your nuts and then just
they
massage
They
it?
do squeeze
Do
gel.
they really?
Yeah, they do. I'm going to go through the process.
Go ahead.
But this is the thing. The referral program in the American medical industry is utter horseshit.
Okay.
Because you're essentially asking for a permission slip on something you're already feeling.
Right.
So it's like, oh, hey, my nose is hurting. You can't go to an ENT and be like, I'm having issues with my nose. You got to go to your general practitioner and then go to your ENT.
Your PCP, have them
Yes.
sign. Yeah, this
Right.
is all insurance.
If
you got money, you could just go anywhere and be like, yeah, I'll pay for it. Just do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's all a scam and it screws this whole, like I went to urgent care about the nut pain. They told me, they gave me a referral right then and there. They're like, take this to the x-ray place. I go to the x-ray place. The lady opens up the form. She goes, the form is blank.
She's like, we don't do testicle x-rays. Get out of here, pervert.
I've seen your kind before.
Yeah, she opens, there's nothing there
Yeah.
written.
It's
She's like,
just-
this fucking disgusting pervert.
It's just a picture of testicles drawn and an arrow. It's like, listen, we've seen your kind before. I walk outside. There's 4 guys in trench coats. that are
waiting to
nude.
get in.
Yeah,
And tell your friends to leave.
I go, come on, fellas, the jig is up.
You hand her the paper. She opens it. It's just the balls and shaft with a giant X through it with a question mark. Please X-ray my testicles.
But the form was literally.
You said I need to get my testicle X-rayed. She just changes her glasses and stares at your balls through your jeans. She's like, I don't know. They look all right to me.
They in there, right?
They in there. Gotta stop going to these hood doctors.
It's a mess. She's lacing up Tim's.
You're gonna have to put your ball bag in these Tims, sir.
Yeah, we get them. It's instead of they're trying to do an X-ray. Instead of a lead vest, they put a Tim
Tims.
over my nuts.
Put your shaft in the Tim.
Yeah, you be all right. So I give her the referral. She goes, this is blank.
Yeah.
And then I call the urgent care. Then they send me the referral. I got to send it to them.
Right.
It's a whole mess, dude. So then I get back there.
Kind of crazy that they gave you a blank thing.
Yeah. It was a mess.
Like,
on
I'd be
that.
like, that's something I would do stoned. I'd be like, is my doctor stoned?
It was a complete shit show.
Yeah.
But the place that I'm in is so fucking like low end.
Right.
I walk in there and there's like, I walk into the room where I'm going to get the sonogram done. This dude, Jack Puerto Rican guy.
Uh-huh.
He goes, all right, come with me. He takes me to the back room. It's like a table and it's, the paper's crinkled. So somebody was sitting on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he puts on gloves.
He didn't change the deli paper for you.
Right. So he puts on gloves and I'm going, if this guy just tells me to sit down, I'm out of here.
Right.
He pulls the deli paper off.
Okay.
Right?
Should have been done already, but all right.
Yes. And then I watch him clean it. He grabs an antiseptic rag, cleans the whole thing down.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, okay, this is good.
Then he blows his nose in the paper that he already ripped off, though. It's like wiping his mouth.
He starts smoking crack. He goes, got to be clean. And he pulls a new fresh pack.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking, if this guy's going to make me sit down and with the same gloves, I'm going to fucking lose. I'm ready to lose it at any moment.
You're looking for any reason.
Yeah.
Then he offers you a cigarette.
Yeah.
He's like, I see you're anxious. Calm down.
Yeah, here you go. He just knocks it off. So then he goes, so right before he hands me 2 towels.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, this is what you're going to do. You're going to sit down here. This is what you're going to do, bro. You're going to sit down here. Sounded Italian. And he goes, you're going to put your nuts over the towel.
Does he say nuts?
Yeah.
He does.
And he goes, you put your nuts over the towel. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab your dick and you're going to put it on your belly. And then you're going to put another towel over it. So he just wants my nuts to be seen.
He's like, this isn't how we normally do it, but I really don't like dicks.
Dude, it honestly felt like he was just like, I heard that a sonogram tech is a good paying job.
Yeah.
I didn't know I'd have to see balls all day. He is like not thrilled about this.
He's
at
like,
all.
before I look at your testicles, I got to ask you something.
Yeah.
Tell me you're not gay. Tell me this isn't just some sham for me to look at you. I'm a good-looking Jack Puerto Rican guy.
If you some sort of sick fuck, I got people I can put you in touch with.
My cousin's gay.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not a hateful person.
Yeah.
So he makes me do that. He leaves the room.
He gives you a sock. He's like, you know the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah, you saw he takes out the disc. He shows me the photo. Flea's my favorite.
Oh, I don't know, man. If he caught me on the wrong day, if he caught me on a cold day, I'd be like, we don't need that second rag, my friend.
Yeah.
Go get me a tissue.
Right. So, dude,
I just put my hand over it, dude.
I was tugging at my dick to make it longer.
Trying to get a little something out of it?
So I can get it, so at least I can lay it flat.
He's like, your dick don't lay flat? You're like, no. Yeah. He's like, damn.
Damn, homie. Damn, homie.
Damn, homie.
In high school, you was the man, homie. Fuck happened to you?
Doctor walks in. Doctor's like, Juan, is everything almost ready? He's like, this guy don't need the second towel. His dick's small.
They just start laughing at me. He got a small dick. It's pretty warm in here, and he's still got a small dick.
By the way, your insurance got rejected.
Your insurance don't cover small dick.
Yeah.
There's a small dick caveat.
You got to bring in your own towels.
Yeah. HMO, more like homo.
Homo.
Yeah. So he goes, he's like, I'm going to let you be. He leaves, comes back, and then he starts.
Let you be.
He starts putting the gel on the thing, and he starts scanning the testicles. And he's doing this, and he's like clicking the thing, and you're hearing the picture. You know, it's like taking the photos. And like
he's just muttering to you the whole time, like, I bet you like this, you freak.
Yo, the entire time, like the queen scum in me just wants to go, bro, don't you got enough photos of my nuts?
You just want to antagonize this guy?
I want to antagonize.
You want to get him to hit you, essentially, is what you want.
Yeah, bro. I was like, how many photos of my nuts you going to take, bro? Bro, hit pause, bro.
Bro, you better not be sending any of those to your phone. I'm watching you, dog.
Yeah, say pause, bro, after each photo. He does the thing, and he goes, here's some napkins. Use the towels. Clean yourself up, and then throw it in the hamper outside.
Usually they don't come, but I guess you're special.
Yeah, you must be unique. The entire wall's covered in jizz. So he leaves, and I'm looking at the screen.
Yeah.
And it's got this dude.
There's a baby in your nuts. Your nuts are pregnant.
It's flipping the bird. So but there was like, he did like 65 testicle things. Right. And you could just tell this guy's not happy.
Yeah.
Not happy at all about the whole thing. But anyway, point being, he comes by. I get called 2 days later. Radiologist she goes, listen, you got a pain in your nuts? We don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So
some Puerto Rican guy came by with a bunch of pictures of your nuts, and I gotta tell you, we can't make up or down of them.
I'm gonna tell you, Ryan, this is all confusing. I don't even know this guy.
Yeah.
He came in with an envelope full of your pictures and asked for $100.
Polaroids.
Yeah.
He had pictures of his phone of Polaroids. Yeah. Just held up his phone.
Also, there's ones through a vent.
This doctor visited you at your home? What?
Yeah. All right. Couple things I wanted to get.
Things we want to hit. Yeah.
You got anything? You want to bring in?
No, I want to talk about specifically. I know you had sent me a couple things. I definitely want to talk about that poor cop in Tennessee, that lovely young white woman.
Yes, a lot of people are dogging her.
Yeah, which is not cool. I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Other than the cops,
she's getting dogged for her doggedness.
Yes, she's now been asked. She was going to be paid, I think, like $10,000.
Real quick, I think you probably know about it if you're listening to this podcast.
Summary.
But real quick, a lady in a Tennessee police department got caught having sexual relations with multiple people in the department, both inside the department buildings, precincts and stuff, and outside. She's married to a pastor. When the story came out, the story was that she had told all these cops that she was in an open relationship.
Right.
Gets back to the pastor. The pastor's like, what's an open relationship? I'm a man of God. Right, one man, one woman.
Right, absolutely.
And, but they're sticking together, and she's since been fired.
Of course.
And she's just getting lambasted.
Yes.
Online and in the news everywhere.
Right.
And I don't think it's right.
I'm going to tell you right now, take that stripper money.
Yeah, I saw that. She's getting offered $10,000.
$10,000
for 2 shows on St. Patty's Day,
which is a stellar deal.
Yeah.
I mean, the club will sell out. It'll be great. Can she dance? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't fucking. First of all, she can't.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the picture of her.
Yeah.
She's a very round-faced white girl.
Dude, if she
innocent.
came out and did an Irish jig while nude,
I'm
gonna tell you right now, if this was in my neighborhood, if this was like I could go.
Is she Irish? Is that a thing?
I think she
got the skin. I know that much.
She got the skin. She got the face.
She got the potato face. She's not ugly. I'll say it. Everyone's been like, she's ugly.
You are out of your mind.
She's not hot,
bro.
But she's not like ugly.
She looks terrible, dude.
She looks like, you know what she reminds me
of?
But
it is fucked up to say that.
This whole story? Yeah. Don't say she shouldn't be dogged and be like, well, she an ugly bitch, though.
Ugly ass bitch.
Yeah. People shouldn't be making fun of this ugly bitch. She got a hard enough time anyway with that face.
Ugly bitch walking around being ugly bitch everywhere. Ugly bitching everywhere. Making phone calls. Everyone pick up the phone call. They go, "Is this an ugly bitch? Sound like an ugly bitch."
Phone rang. Says ugly bitch on it.
You got to call Verizon to get that change. She called Verizon. Verizon go, "That's your name, ugly bitch." She tried to switch to T-Mobile.
Sorry. I was going to say, your number come up restricted sometimes come up ugly bitch. Maybe you shave your lip, bitch.
What you going to do? Why don't you hit *67? They don't know who it's called. Unknown number. They don't know any better.
Ain't nobody want to *69 your ugly ass.
Yeah, nobody calling you back. They hear your voice. Sound like an ugly bitch.
Ugly bitch. She looks like, you know how there's people who they cut loose in junior high. Yes. That's a little early.
Yes.
Then there's people who cut loose in high school, and that's appropriate. Then there's kids who are kind of conservative in high school, but then they go away to college. Then they cut loose.
They cut. You know what?
But then there's people. Hold on, Kunal.
Before you get there,
okay.
I do like the person that goes to college, cuts loose, and then has to leave.
Yes, the person who cuts loose too much, and they're like, I
can't do it. I can't do it. I'm failing.
Yeah.
I'm losing complete sight of everything.
Turns out I should have went to a couple keggers in high school.
Yeah,
I thought I was being responsible.
Or I should have learned how to pace myself a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be exposed to a little bit of dangerousness in high school. You can't cut loose. But then there's people. Who do not... Like, it's like they hit 30 and they wake up one day and they realize they're like, wait a minute, I don't have to answer to anybody.
I can do
whatever I want
all the time.
I think I'm gonna fuck all these guys in my department.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, because like maybe sex is the only thing that they've ever
Yeah, they probably kept it. They probably Irish guilted sex into this woman's life.
Yes,
so much so that the only person she could marry was her pastor.
Right. I don't know if it was her pastor,
or
probably
a
pastor.
And it's like, probably they went to a church and the pastor, there was like some old dude. Then there was a young pastor. He's like, well, this guy's a man of God. And then she realizes, this dude's fucking God. I'm going to go fuck a couple people.
Yeah. The only boy who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. And those 7 deputies down at the precinct.
And so could their batons.
Yeah. Oh, you dirty.
You dirty dog. You ugly bitch.
But she does. She looks like one of these people where it's like all of a sudden she's been straight-laced and conservative her whole life. And all of a sudden she kind of like got a little kinky.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it's just like, I think I could just fuck everyone in my apartment. It's not going to be a big deal because I'm easygoing. They're easygoing. And then it just blows up.
I've been reading online that people have been saying that one of the biggest groups of people that cheat are police officers.
Right.
And I hear nurses is another group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of it, I think, is the stress and the hours. You know.
Right.
Yeah. As far as her with the whole police department thing too, it's like she's a white woman. Mm-hmm. She's a cop. Mm-hmm. Of course, she thought she could do whatever the fuck she wanted and get away with it.
Absolutely.
Who's gonna come down on her?
You know what's crazy? In the news, there was like a news story where this. I think it might have been an older story, but it had been circling around where this woman had shot this guy, and she's a cop, and she was supposed to taser him. And that happens, but that seemed to be even like less important than everyone dogging this woman for banging these dudes.
And now there's the thing.
I don't know this though. This is what is she being fired for?
Because it's not that she fucked everybody in the department.
Yeah.
It's only because she fucked in the buildings on company time. She's fucking on our tax dollars, bro. You better come down here and throw me some pussy.
I'm going to tell you right now. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of time that gets wasted at the office.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's how many, you've never had an office job.
Cut that out. I don't want anyone. Yeah, I've never had an office job.
You never had an office.
I've had not ones that would count. I've worked on the phones in college for 3 hours a night. That's not an office job.
That's not an office.
We all fucked each other.
Yeah.
It was college.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the ASPCA got no money. Those dogs were put to sleep. Nobody rescued anything.
The phone would ring. We just pick it up and slam it down again. The phone couldn't take you off the handle, too sticky.
Yeah.
The whole thing comes up. You pick up the receiver.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. There was dogs. The only doggy. Never mind.
All right, that's okay.
Yeah,
I had one. It happens, baby.
Yeah, it happens. You know
I'll
what I mean?
say this about her because me and you are on the same page. It's a funny story.
It's ridiculous that she did get fired because I'm going to tell you right now, office time, cops on duty.
Yeah.
That's fine. But when you're on desk duty,
right?
How much time you fill?
Yeah. Can we get someone under the table to blow me while I write these reports up?
That's what I'm saying. I just don't understand why this person has to be get fired. I get seriously reprimanded.
Well, company time.
That's such horseshit because
not just company time. Like, listen, there's no sex in the champagne room and no sex in the evidence locker. All right, you can't go into the evidence locker and fuck around.
I get it, but I think it's absolute bullshit that she's getting fired because you're fucking on company time.
Yeah.
When it's desk duty. If you know what, I would be hard pressed to say that if she did this while on patrol. Then I would say fire her.
Maybe I don't know what her specific duties were when she was getting fucked
in the duty,
getting dutied on.
Yeah.
I'll say this: every picture of her,
Yes,
you gotta agree with this. Every picture of her,
so unfortunate.
No, hold on.
Oh,
you know what she looks? Happy.
Yeah.
Really happy.
Right.
Every picture of her, even after getting fired, she was out with her dog, like walking her dog just to go shit, and then got smiling ear to ear. She had it all, man. Dude, a good job, union benefits, and getting fucked on the job.
Who isn't fucking around on the job anywhere? Just because someone's getting actual people, every office job, someone's fucking around.
Right. Do you think that this has anything to do with the horrible murder of the kid in Memphis? I think it was Memphis, Tyree Nichols.
Yeah.
Like you think like she got something came across her desk and was like, it's bad this time, Christine. She's like, oh no, like we're gonna need you to fuck everyone in the office.
Relieve a little tension around the office.
Yeah. We're gonna need you to hoe it up a little bit.
And she was like, why not?
Yeah.
Man, I fucked around on the job, like just doing jack shit for hours on end.
Yeah.
I used to take 2-hour lunches.
You ever bang a coworker?
Huh.
I don't think I ever have.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. I used to work at, this is bad. I used to, I can't. I used to work at I was an administrative assistant.
You sure you want to get into it?
Let's do it.
All right.
Administrative assistant at a soccer league company. They would teach kids how to play soccer.
You just making stuff up now for the podcast?
No, this is absolutely true.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like little soccer classes for kids.
All right.
And I'm sitting there. I'd have to. I wouldn't have to help teach soccer.
Of course.
My job was administrative assistant.
Right.
They hired this new girl. And I was teaching her how to,
This is getting hot already.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Okay. You're teaching her how to put the inbox versus the outbox.
Yeah. I'll be like, I'm trying to get these balls in the goal.
Trying to get your box.
Yeah. Here's a yellow flag for you.
Yeah.
My draws.
Call on the play.
Look at that. No hands.
Yeah.
So
she's falling.
Yeah.
What's the word when they fucking fall and it's clearly that they're faking it?
I mean, she faked it.
Yeah. Oh, did she?
Yeah.
All right. That's nice of her, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So there was a Christmas party, and we had sex like that night.
Okay. Not at the party, though.
Not at the party.
Because if you did it in the building, they'd have to fire you.
We actually went to there was a park across the street, and we hooked up in the park.
Okay.
I believe she blew me in the park.
Right.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
If you're not going to say it, I will.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we went back to her place. We hooked up next day. And then I think that she had told me this story. Like we were talking about this is kind of fucked up. She told me that her dad had passed away from AIDS.
And
I'm
trying to hold it together right now.
I'm like, and I'm such a piece of shit.
Oh no, what did you say?
And it's like, wait, do you?
Oh my God, you asked her if she had AIDS?
Yeah, dude, it was so tactless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why would that be the way she tells me?
Right. Yeah.
Like, we used a condom, but still, why would that be the way she tells me? He's like, well, now I have AIDS.
By the way, I have AIDS.
But her dad, I think it was through a blood transfusion.
Oh, that sucks.
So depressed.
He didn't even get to be reckless or do heroin.
He was a married dude.
Oh,
gets
man.
a blood transfusion and gets AIDS.
I guess you get to sue the hospital then, though.
Who gives a shit? You know what? You know what's better? Having your father.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I suppose so.
Right.
Yeah, my dad, his AIDS just came around from regular gay sex. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm kidding. My dad decides to tune in one time.
Yeah.
He's like, this motherfucker's been calling me gay on this podcast.
Oh, no, Dennis. Don't be calling me gay.
We had a good thing, son. Till you stepped all over it.
What if it turns out this is how you found out he's gay?
Don't say that, dude. Don't say that. My dad's mad straight, bro.
Yeah.
My dad loves
he has
vagina.
he has to tell his boyfriend. He knows. He knows.
The day we've worried about is upon us.
It's the reckoning. The apocalypse has come.
At this point, I'd be more convinced that my dad is asexual.
Right.
Yeah, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, just like me.
Yeah.
Right, I drop my pants. It's just a gray blob. There's nothing there.
It's like a Japanese anime. It's
yes.
filtered out. It's pixelated.
Oh, man. No, there's just two towels.
Yeah.
Covering.
You have the same body parts as Ken. It's just a smooth surface.
Yeah. This poor lady. This poor cop.
Yeah, I think it is
It's not often I'm sympathetic towards a police officer,
That's
but this
true.
poor
That's
girl.
true. You have a lot of bits where you do dog cops. I do think the aspect of getting fired because you had sex on the job is a little extreme.
Yeah.
I think it's extreme.
Might have just been like the head. Well, I don't know how the hierarchy of a police
You think
station
the-
is,
the
but
police
the head
officer-
guy, you never fuck me? Well, you're fired.
right?
You're out of here.
It's the one guy she didn't have sex with.
I'm telling you this right now. I'm a simple person.
Yeah.
Even if I was not attracted to her, which I'm not really.
Right,
I've
right,
seen
sure.
pictures where she's,
Sure.
you know,
Yeah.
beautiful round-faced bitch. Beautiful ugly bitch. But like if I found out that at any job I've had that like
Right.
80% of the office had fucked this one girl, I would feel a little like, she never even says hello to me. I'm not saying she had to fuck me, but like I come in the morning and I say, hey,
Not even a
hey
hand
Sheila,
job.
and she just doesn't even look up.
Not even a makeout session.
No, I'm just saying like no hello in the
because
morning.
you know there's like that office has like there's like 5 officers she had
Yeah.
sex with. It's like 6. You know there's like 10 people in there.
Right.
So
it's not a huge office.
There's like 3 right now
Yeah.
that are miffed.
yes.
Miffed
For sure.
about the whole situation.
Uh-huh.
And the one person who's miffed is the person who fired her.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And also, like, the guys, apparently, I don't think they got fired, which is like, hey, if she's fired for fucking in the station, they got to get fired for fucking in the station,
Right.
too. I could be wrong. I know they were suspended without pay, which is like, wow.
That's such not. Who cares?
But they're going to be heroes when they come back into the office.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get pulled over and you recognize the guy. You're like,
Right.
aren't you the guy? Aren't you one of the 7? The Memphis 7 who
Aren't you-
fucked Megan?
Aren't you one of the Sinister 6?
Yeah. Aren't you one of the destitute deputies?
The Chattanooga 5?
Yeah. He's like, all right, I'll let you go with a warning this time.
Yeah,
Like, all right.
all right.
Keep that dick hard.
They point it like a gun?
Yeah, right? You get out of here. You.
Get out of here. All right. There was another thing that I did want to talk about. This was kind of fun. This woman.
Yeah, the fun one. I don't want to talk about the other one. I didn't even read that one.
Yeah,
if I'm being
it's fine.
honest
It's
with
totally
you.
okay.
I thought that was a mistake. I was like, why did he send me this?
No. It's totally all right. Sometimes I just don't. I find something interesting, but I don't want to unpack it.
Yeah.
But this is kind of crazy.
This was fun.
This woman in New Jersey was Asian woman, pretending to be a student. I think she had a fake birth certificate.
Right.
Pretending to be a student for I think like maybe 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Which is, imagine, would you ever go back to high school? Because you have a baby face.
So I have the option. I can go back.
Dude, I walk into a high school.
I got gray hairs.
Yeah, but you could an easy dye job. You're done.
You think I could pass for 17? A little makeup.
Yeah.
You can't reverse years of drinking.
Yeah.
With a little foundation.
I mean, it's not. You started early on then. Anyway.
I'm the only kid in 9th grade with a gin blossom.
You're drinking a martini in the class.
Yeah, right. I'm in the teacher's lounge hanging out.
Smoking cigarettes.
I would never. No, I wouldn't. I would have. What would be the reason for anyone?
I don't know.
That's the thing. Did anyone just sit this woman down and be like, Why? Miss Shin? Her name was Shin, right?
I believe if ever the reason for an Asian woman to go back to school and she's well past into like her 20s.
Finally get some of that white dick. Mm-hmm.
No, I was going to say this is her mother's fault because her mother had made her grades feel so insignificant. She went back.
I'll go back and do it again.
I'll do it again.
I'll show this bitch.
Yeah, she said, I bet this woman's probably a lawyer. And she goes, the one time she got a C in English class.
Yeah.
She goes,
haunting her.
Yeah, I'm going to go back in.
I want to give this woman an accent, but she probably doesn't have an accent.
No, probably not. Probably not.
But it would be more fun to do these jokes with an Asian accent.
Absolutely.
So in that case, may I sit at this cafeteria table?
The tables have changed since I've been a student.
I don't think I read the article, and like the article's funny because she said they were like kids that were like, yeah, she tried to like make friends with some of these girls, but we were just kind of like not with it. And then she started spreading rumors about us and talking shit. And I'm like, women do not change, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's crazy that she came back and was still pulling high school shit.
You're right. Yeah,
That's fantastic. Yeah, you're right. Women don't, dude. In that regard, yeah.
Like
my buddy had this theory. He said, this is a group of 7 women. And whereas like 7 guys could be friends forever.
Right.
Whereas with 7 women, 2 of them will be arguing within a matter of 4 years.
Oh, I was going to say 4 days.
Yeah. Well, no,
they're all hanging out.
Yeah. And that's absolutely true because every group of women I've ever met, like a circle of women, they're like, oh, what happened to Sarah? It's like, we don't talk to Sarah.
We don't talk to Sarah any longer.
And it's like, Jesus Christ.
This is like the movie Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore. You remember that movie?
Yes, absolutely.
And what happened in that movie? She went back to high school to be an undercover reporter or whatever.
Right.
But she was also like, I'm going to do it right this time. I'll be one of the cool girls. People will like me. And she's a fucking loser again. She's a loser.
You can't... The cool factor to go back and be cool now,
it's not
going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
The only thing is you take the role. The difference is those people that were in high school, they accepted who they were.
Yes.
And that's what made them cool. Like there were guys that were nerds in high school, but they accepted it.
Right.
And they had found their tribe.
And also some of them thrive then. Sometimes the nerd in high school goes to college and it's like, now all the nerds have their own societal social circle.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
It was the problem in high school. The reason why people weren't cool, everyone would have been cool in high school if they accepted who they were.
Right, if they just owned it.
Exactly. The time is what allows them to do it.
Right.
Or, but
getting
if you
more
have
comfortable with
the
themselves, getting comfortable in their own skin, gaining a little confidence.
100%.
Yeah. I'm still working on it. I'll get there someday.
Yeah, you're like 48 and you go back to high school.
Anytime I walk past my old high school now, they're just throwing garbage at me from the windows. There is...
Yeah.
Racist. Loser.
Racist loser Rooney.
I kind of feel bad. There's got to be something mentally wrong with this woman, right?
Oh, no. That's absolute mental illness.
Yeah.
I've always said that if somebody said to me, you either have to go back to get your master's or any sort of PhD program, or you forget everyone you've ever cared about, and you got to walk away from stand-up.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I would be like, I'd walk away.
Right.
I could never go back to get my master's.
No, I don't think school is out.
Yeah, any education system. And you know what the crazy thing is? I'll watch YouTube videos on how to learn shit all the time. All time. Even though
we're not against learning.
Yeah. I just hate the institution of learning.
Yeah. I had a thing in college where this isn't a great story, but my math teacher was off the plain Asian woman. I don't know where she was from.
Yeah,
but she had such a thick accent.
Dude, I had a physics teacher.
Yeah.
Chemistry.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
I'm not saying, but it's also not fair to like not let them do the job.
I think in a situation like that, they should hire an assistant teacher.
They should just hire some SoCal kid just to like, you know what I mean? Give him $20 an hour just to translate.
Break it down. Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I had a chemistry teacher who was a Russian dude. And it was
these Russians following you your whole life,
dude. They're all over the place. I got one in my bed for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's just like but that accent is so tough. Anyone ever have a teacher with an accent? That's what I kind of want to know if they've ever had to deal with that. Because having a teacher with a thick ass accent is tough as shit.
Yeah,
I really think the school, and I'm not saying don't hire the person, but they should have like someone come on it.
Maybe they should go to speech therapy. I had to go to speech therapy because I had a lisp.
Did you?
I did.
Really?
For another day. You ever catch me lisping?
No.
I had a lisp.
I think I got a slight stutter.
Do you, idiot? So mean. I've never heard you. I don't think
I feel like I stutter a bit. Like I listen back to sets and I go, "Oh, it's because the jokes aren't funny." All right, all right. Plug some shit. Let's get out of here.
Listen, go to my website, dennisrooney.com. Follow me on Instagram at dennisrooney7. Me and you are both going to be at the Pair this Friday.
Yes.
8 o'clock show?
Yeah. So this Friday, February 3rd, I'm headlining the Grizzly Pair. I've decided to put on a bunch of comedians that I like.
Plus me.
Yes. So, a lot of great comics are going to be on. I think the lineup is Kenny Warren, Gabe Dorado, Rachel Williams hosting. Sam Evans is on it.
Nice.
Kanice is on it. Kanice Surka, she's on it. You're on it. I'm on it.
Cool.
So it's my headlining show in New York City. So if you listen to the podcast, come buy tickets to the show. It's coming. The show is Friday, February 3rd, 8 p.m., Midtown, Grizzly Pair.
Yeah. This episode drops Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's 2 days from when this episode drops.
You don't have time. 54th Street and 8th Avenue. I mean, that's every train station.
Yeah.
There's no way to not get. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good show. I like the lineup. I stacked it the way that I like it. It's good comedians. I want you to come out there. Let's just say, also, I want this to be on the podcast too. If you liked any sort of content that you heard today, like, review, subscribe, all those things help out. To the people that have been commenting on the videos, please keep commenting. We love the comments.
We appreciate them.
Any comments are great. Even a couple emojis, throw that up there. That helps us with the algorithm. It helps our views. That kind of stuff makes a difference. And, of course, follow me on Instagram, all day KCA. Clips are happening, dropping every day, moving that along. So all day KCA. What's up?
City of Rats.